We will be introducing you to Microsoft Word. So I'm using a MacBook here, but you can use any of the Windows applications. Maybe the Windows environment is going to be the same. So let's begin by loading Word. There are many ways of loading Word. You will see that in the notes. I'm using Office 365. So when it opens, it's going to ask you to load a blank document, or you can pick one of these templates. There are more templates you can see here for different things: brochures, newsletters, create outline, whatever it is you want to do. I'm going to take a blank document. So when Microsoft Word opens, it opens in the Word window. As I mentioned in the other class, it opens in the Word window, and you can customize your window to look the way you like. There are many features. So first, I'm going to lead you to the quick access toolbar. This quick access toolbar shows a list of frequently opened applications. Like you can see, this is the save button, this is the home, this is undo, this is redo, this is print. You can have more of these features available here as well. You can decide to add the save as, the send document. You can also add more, as well as you can go to commands and you add more features to the quick access toolbar. It's also possible to customize this toolbar. Next is going to be the menu bar. Here you see a list of menu from the home menu, and then you have the insert, you have the draw, design, layout, reference, mailing, review, and the view. So from the home menu, you're going to see probably a lot of features that you're using in Microsoft Word should be available in this home menu. And to the left, you have the rulers. You have the rulers here to the left, and then you have the horizontal ruler as well. Now there is one important feature here that has been added in this version of Word, which is the 365, the 2021 version. You have dictation here. There is also the Copilot, which we will talk about in a moment. Dictation here helps you to just type. You simply click on dictation and then you can say things and write them. For example, the lives of men who lived 100 of years ago are a lesson to those who come after them. When Lukong was still a little boy, he used to ask a lot of questions about why people hated his father, but his mom kept telling him that he will know it while he was big. Those who hunger surely get filled, but the problem is that they get filled by what they hunger after. Life is like a disease from which we do not recover. So when you're done, you stop, and here you have text to work with. When the text is selected, you can change the font. The font here is the style. You can select any font of your style. You can type script empty. You can type Arial. And type Arial Nova. You have different kinds of scripts. It will vary depending on your computer and which scripts are installed. I'm using an Apple, which is probably why. You can change the font size, which is the size of the text here. You can also use the font size increase, which will gradually increase the font size or decrease the font size from here. And as well as you can use the change case. Change case means here you can make them all capital letters. You make sentences to bring in. If I take uppercase, everything is changed to capital letter. If I take lowercase, everything is small letter. If I take sentence case, you see that every sentence begins with a capital letter. And then you can toggle case just to switch between the cases. You can capitalize each word begins with a capital letter. The right thing to do is the sentence case, which is probably the default. Now you can also clear all of this formatting. This means that all of what you have done here, you want to reset it to the default. You see, it clears all the entire formatting, but we are going to go back here and undo. You can use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+Z, and then you have here, what you have here is bullets. Bullets simply at this point, you know, if you want to do a bulleted text, let me do something here. These are bullets. You can just add them here. The next thing you have, you might want to change from bullets, you want to change to numbers. It's the same thing. You can select any kind of numbering, ABC, the Roman numeral, if that's what you want. There's also nested number list here, where you have more than one numbers and sub list. So if I select this one, for example, I take a full stop here, press enter. If I take the tab key, it switches to A1A, and after typing what I'm typing, I could go to the next line again and type anything here. When I press, I have all of this, and I could use the shift tab to come back to all of this, get back to this text. That's that. And you have the indentation here. You can, it's the offset from the document. You see, it moves the document right to the center. That's what you call the indentation. So there are a lot of things that you can see on this window. You can bold, italize, underline, subscript. Now let me go back to bold. You can also strike through. You can subscript, superscript, and then you have all of these word arts. You can also insert text effects, color, background, fill. If I select all of this text and I take this color, it's a background color, it's not the text color itself. So I'm going to go ahead and take Ctrl+Z to undo. But if I select here, I could give the text an effect. You see, the text here is glowing. This is an effect on the text itself. I'll undo that. But I could give my text a particular color. So let me say I needed my text to be green, then I can give it the green color. So there are lots of things you can do here as well. The other thing that you want to look at here is alignment. The text is being aligned to the left. Now if I start typing here and I say, those who hunger will get filled, they get filled, you realize that this text here is aligned to the left and not to the right. Now let me know the truth. Let me take another line. If I select this text and I click on the center align, see that the text will be centered from the middle. If I take right, see that this right side is aligned, then justify. There is one other important feature you can find here is the line and paragraph spacing. So this is the distance between the text. If I put 3, you see that the lines, this is not an empty line that is inserted here. You can go back here and take a single line. You can also use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+1, Ctrl+2 for double line spacing, Ctrl+3 for triple line spacing, Ctrl+5 for 1.5, but let's keep it at 1. So there are lots and lots of things that you can do here.